0FXB, just another quick video on DVswitch. So here's the dashboard. This is what it looks like when it's on your phone. You're going to need putty to install it. So the first step is to go to this link, download the image, get it onto your SD card using, you can use Bellina Etcher, which is free. Just download it, and then you basically select the image file. Put the image file on your SD card. Then go to PyStar. Use Wi-Fi Builder, which is here, to create a file that you will also drop into the SD card. Put in your username and password for your home router. You can download the app onto your Android device. Once you've correctly fired up the Raspberry Pi 3B, it will show in a list. If you do a scan of your all the IP addresses to your network, and it will come up like this. Get that IP address that says DVswitch server and put it into Putty. Putty is a program that talks to Raspberry Pis. So you get that and put it in this address here. Correct address, you'll be able to put in the username and password, which is DVswitch. Then you'll get to this point here. Type in sudo raspi config. So it's sudo space raspi -config. Hit enter, and you'll get to this menu. Any ideas why that stopped working? So we got the IP address in Putty that we found on the IP scanner. These are the three things that I'm now going to enter one at a time. So I'll click enter here, or I'll click open, and I'll get to this window. It comes up with this thing here. I'll just click yes, and the login should now be just DVswitch, the username and the password. You're going to do these one at a time. So the first one is sudo apt.
The mouse is on the black.
It scrolls through and comes up with all this, and when it
it
stops, go on to the next one. See, it says done, and then I'll type the next one, which is sudo apt upgrade. There it goes. That's the next one. So sudo apt upgrade, and let that keep going until it says done. Just push Y. Enter. You get all this. 100%. I'm now going to type in sudo reboot. Right, type that in and I'll push enter.
Okay, that disappears. You got to log in again, all right?
We're going to go back into Putty. Put the IP address here, which we found on the IP scanner. Click open. Get our password in there. Click enter, our username in there, DVswitch. Click enter. Just remember that when you do type in password, you don't actually see it. So you type it and then push enter. Right.
Okay, DVS.
We're going to type in just DVS. Hit enter. And it gets you into this menu.
Enter.
So hit enter. And then start following through the obvious. So I've selected English. I'll click OK. Then we're going to do, this is an initialization where you're doing your call sign. So we go enter. This process will ask your call sign, blah, blah, blah. Enter. Now I put my call sign in first. Better do it in caps, I suppose. B, M0FXB. Enter. I'm just hitting the enter button, not clicking OK. DMR number. Hang on, I got that wrong. 2, 3, 4, 1, 4.
11 at the end. You put 11 in it.
You put in your DMI ID and then you add two numbers. Done that. D star module B seems all right.
B.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Default.
Put the port in.
Then
It's not working. They said it'll be.
Right, so I'll just choose your up. I'm just going to OK this bit.
It's down. All right. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah, that should be right. Yeah.
OK all this. Got my friend M6LSJ helping me.